Well, we have a major height discrepancy, and we also have an age discrepancy. The younger grapplers are having the more mature grapplers number tonight. Almost went off the edge, but great redirection by Serrato.
Immediately sitting back for a guillotine and looking to set up a Darce was Caleb Brown, but settling into top position is Serrato. There's one way to take away the height discrepancy. There's one way to take away that body type advantage potentially of Brown is to get on top and get heavy, and that's what we're seeing from full throttle Serrato. I mean, if you're a black belt like AJ Serrato, you've likely dealt with this discrepancy many a times in your career, so this is nothing new at 15 years into the grappling game. Beautiful pass by AJ. Almost twice the age of the youngster Caleb Brown is AJ Serrato.
That just means twice the experience.
Twice the savviness. Twice as long in the tooth as AJ Serrato. And that's definitely not us dealing with our own age insecurities. But back to the matchup at hand.
It's not about us tonight.
Not about us at all. You gotta love, again, I mentioned it earlier, but the patience being implemented by these black belts. Again, it's so easy to get busybodied in these submission-only rule sets. Serrato looking like a precise killer out there as he settles in for a potential north-south choke.
But Brown going for a submission of his own from bottom. We saw this previously, previous in the night.
What an attempt. Shades of old school snowman Jeff Munson as he passes into that north-south momentarily threatening. I mean, that is a perfect actual choke for this sort of a matchup. If you can isolate the neck of somebody, it doesn't matter how much taller than you they are. AJ Serrato clearly knows his game.
Well, and AJ Serrato knows he does not want to deal with the legs of Brown. Even though Serrato is you know, up in my mind, is doing great work, he still is experiencing kind of a nuisance of the legs of Brown. And so he needs to get past those. Now into half guard. He needs to pass back to side control, advance again, and start working on that choke.
You know, it's funny, when I was going through bios for all these guys, I remember AJ Serrato saying his favorite move was side control, and thinking to myself, well, that's not much of a move. But now seeing this, I get it. I get it. He's so heavy from the side. There you see potential omoplata attempt by Caleb Brown.
Nice roll through by the crafty Serrato. But now on bottom.
Well, bailing on the position was Serrato, because clearly that shoulder was in trouble when Caleb threw on that omoplata.
No, but that's a crafty, knowledgeable move to bail, to give up position to avoid submission.
Caleb Brown now from the top. You can see he's one of these. I mentioned invisible jiu-jitsu earlier. I like to talk, when I mention that, I like to refer to that top position that allows for a little bit of space, but is always ready to check your hip, always ready to make the transition necessary to stay on top. It's what we're seeing from Caleb Brown. We've seen it earlier in the night. Like you said, just a testament to the experience being put on display by the youngster already.
big,
AJ
nice,
Serrato
explosive
working his
hit.
way out from the bottom. Caleb Brown sits up for a guillotine. AJ takes the opportunity to start to pass. Oh, locking in. A Kimura is Caleb Brown.
Wow.
What a sequence there as
And
they both
of
acknowledge
them
the moment.
acknowledging the moment. Amazing.
It doesn't get much better than moments like that. High-level jiu-jitsu, the martial arts on pure display, and then there you see the discipline as they both recognize this is indeed a martial art. We recognize the respect. Yeah, it's okay to Conor McGregor it up sometimes, but at the end of the day, this is a martial art. We see each other. Short time now inside the guard of Caleb Brown with under a minute to work is AJ Serrato. How do you feel about that body triangle?
I was just about to comment on the body triangle from bottom. It's a stalling technique. Somebody long and lengthy like this, they have enough arm to be able to lock something up. But again, if you are doing a body triangle, a body lock from guard, you're also holding yourself to your opponent. You're not allowing yourself the space and flexibility, mobility that you need for a submission. But on the other side, it gives you a moment to kind of regain, gather your composure, and figure out what you want to do next. I think it's a habit that naturally lanky people kind of tend to do just because they can.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if maybe Caleb Brown feels he's done enough as we approach the end of regulation, because we do see him looking to just kind of hold the posture of AJ Serrato down with not a whole lot of time to work.
I think they were both content on
we now head
going to the next round.
Overtime round.
Yeah, with that being said, I guess to your point, there's really no way to do enough during regulation, right? That's more a question of overtime. Now, starting inside the guard of Caleb Brown is AJ Serrato. A dangerous place to be, as we saw during regulation. A tricky customer is Caleb Brown.
Brown starting on bottom and working that high guard position. Isolating that arm, you could go for an omoplata, a gogoplata, one of my favorites personally. We don't see them very often, but right now, technically, kind of a lockdown, a high guard position, which is threatening.
Yeah, absolutely. Full mission control here for Caleb Brown in rubber guard. The way he was hugging his leg, it almost made me wonder if he was going to be sitting over for a Hindulotine. Shout out Ben Eddy of the 10th Planet system, where we see some of that 10th Planet system being incorporated there.
Stand up and pass, AJ. Come on, you gotta do something.
Brown doing a great job of controlling the posture of Serrato. Serrato absolutely needs to posture up, pass, open that guard, and create some movement and get into a dominant position if he wants to win.
Again, you gotta create an opportunity, AJ.
So tricky, because if you're AJ Serrato, you know standing is probably your best way to start to push the pace. But with Caleb constantly looking to underhook the leg, you know you're giving him what he wants.
Yeah, in that moment of standing, you're giving him a possible sweep, a leg lock.
Looked like he was considering a mirror lock momentarily. There was Caleb Brown. It's funny you see him going for that mirror lock. I think Frank Mir hit Pete Williams with that before Caleb Brown was born.
Fair point. I wonder if he even knows who Frank Mir is.
He may not even know that it's named, that there is a Frank Mir out there. Whatever the case. There's that body triangle again from the bottom. Potential. Look, he was maybe looking for a triangle. Looking to stay active from the bottom is Caleb Brown. Attacking the arm of Serrato now. With the compact arms of AJ Serrato, that's a tough armbar to secure.
It is, and especially when your guard is locked.
Looking for a Kimura. There was Caleb Brown, but using it to pass with Serrato. Now on top is Full Throttle. What a matchup here.
You know what? I appreciate that Brown didn't open his guard until the last few minutes to try and create an attack or something like that. He didn't want to lose position. It was a smart strategy.
A very exciting bout here by two very game competitors. So we await our official decision from the great Ray Flores here at JCI1, the Inception.
Grappling fans, your winner by unanimous decision, Caleb Brown. Also, let's hear it for his opponent, Andrew Serrato.
Certainly another youngster you're going to want to keep your eye on is Caleb Brown. Big win for him here at the JCI tonight.